I'm gonna be here for probably about an hour.
Pretty nice.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Who's that guy?
Go ask him. It's another person.
Hi. I'm new here. My name's Pitch, as in pitcher.
Hey, drunk monkey.
That's yeah.
Where's your legs?
Oh.
I was going to ask, but I did not want to be.
What's your name?
Like, did you lose them or did they take it? The explode?
Derrick.
Right.
Hi. I'm Derrick. Yes. From up there. Ashley brought me down here to help with your security stuff. Mainly make sure that your security isn't a bunch of people who have guns and more actual members of security.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Also,
He's a
you're
good
someone
lad.
who actually keeps the peace and doesn't just like kill anyone who's a problem.
Exactly.
Is that what I'm getting at?
I mean, around here, if someone is like, a problem, there's not anywhere we can flush them. Well, I mean, unless you throw them down into like the mutant nest.
I can chuck them towards the mutants.
What happened to your legs?
Apparently they just kind of exploded.
They don't got legs.
How
the problem, I
how are
think.
you doing all? How the heck is your flesh all exposed? You managed to like still live.
I'm undead. I'm a zombie.
In there, within his...
Did this crush you?
Some of the undeads are going on.
You can't die, right? You come back?
No,
No, he's
don't,
fine, he's
don't,
fine.
don't. No, he's
Okay.
fine. He's fine.
He doesn't want it. I think he's having fun.
You know what? We should get you a little skateboard. And
You're
zoom.
having a bit of fun? Ah, let him be. Drunk
I just
monkey's
saw
alright.
them moving
Look at
around. It
the
seems like they got a real.
Let me look for you. I will look around and find something for Zoom.
It also seems like they really had a handle on just moving around with their hands. Maybe like an
They
upgrade
are
on
armed
velocity.
and dangerous. They're not dangerous. They are friends.
Absolutely.
Well, they are dangerous, but they are friends.
Too armed. It's
Too
maybe
dangerous.
less dangerous.
Well, I think like the only way is really if you move forward and like you had like a something that flipped out like a blade.
I think he
So
can
you could
take you.
strike. Honestly, with my amount of inexperience, I don't think I can win against this guy.
I've seen him in the street.
Easily my best cost I can hear coming a mile away.
Mm-hmm. I've seen if you've got anything new in stock. Nothing!
Not
I
on the
can...
shelf, but I've got a few,
I've got plenty of basic weapons. And plenty of energy weapons. I've got all the gear I need. I just got any people. I'm wondering if I can...
that's the issue I have. Yeah, you've got to the stage I am at.
Too many guns, not enough people to hold them.
Yeah, no, you're at the stage I'm at. Congrats.
What happens when people die? Guns can't die, but people can.
Yeah. I've started going out into the wasteland recruiting raiders.
Huh. Well, it's from the wasteland. I might actually listen to me. But then again, they might also just be like, fuck Saphira, why should I care about it? Maybe that ball coat should just kill them all.
Distant, the two adopted parents I had, Elise and Laura, were both wastelanders.
So am I. Once again.
Yeah, Athena's lightning storm took them out, unfortunately, but found connection through their old wasteland tribe. Managed to get them buried recently, or proper wasteland, funeral. So
Cremated.
yeah, no, they were nomad tribe, sandworm.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
They worship some kind of sandworm deity, some shit.
One of those ones. Forgive me. I always thought they were crazy.
And a little bit. Should be like that, you know. You're more than welcome to stick in here. I just kind of sit in here whenever. Oh, I just got back from a fucking warehouse raid. Some cunts were raiding my warehouse. Some random fucking gang. Ugh.
You think gangs would be doing less with all the shit going on in the city right now?
We're trying to get stuff so they could defend their fucking warehouse or some shit. I don't know.
You may notice that I might be in a different place now by how much I am able to. Finally get to pace again. It's great cupcake. I get to pace again.
Yeah. Happy for you. How's your gun been treating you?
Fucking brilliantly.
Excellent. Actually, do you mind if I look at your laser gun? Because they have a problem sometimes after there's a amount of usage with the lenses sometimes.
Lenses? Oh, right. About to say, I'm not aiming down the sights.
No, the lenses of the focus.
Question: would either of you drink
I could answer.
from my little store?
I'll take a water.
What have you got to drink?
Yeah.
Or water? I have some cola.
There's
I have some fizzy aid. and I have some
Nuka-Cola,
water.
Nuka-Cola Quantum, water.
That stuff's irradiated.
It's really nice. The Quantum is the Nuka. Actually, can I have a Nuka-Cola? I need some reds in my
Yeah,
system.
you can have a Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, here's the caps.
Can I get a beer? Please tell me you have a beer.
I've got beer if you don't have beer.
I don't have a beer. Sorry.
I've got beer if you want some.
Look, I'll just pretend like I paid you.
I'll
Here,
have your drink in a
catch. Here's some caps.
Here you go, mate.
I'll be back with your drink in a moment.
Now here's where I need to get a bottle opener or something like that. You realize now?
Yeah, I just went to go reach for one and I realized it's fucking harm. Come on in, we're open.
Oh. So you
Welcome
run
to
the
my
store,
gun
huh?
store. Thank you.
It's really nice.
That an AR-10?
Ooh.
Is that an AR-10?
Brandon does supply cola here?
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's a little bit
Sorry,
irradiated because it's good, but it's nice.
it does taste nice though.
Oh god. Yes, it is. No, that's a service rifle
Yeah.
from another place.
Service rifle. It's just called service rifle. Let me guess.
Made in the
They
West End.
forgot what it was called.
No, they make it.
Wait,
They didn't have a name for it.
Charles?
They just happened to.
He's my dad.
Charles.
Yeah, my dad.
Oh. So I'm guessing is he the same species as you, or...
No, he's a human. I'm adopted.
What's
Why,
my
you're
level
desperate for
12?
humans?
Me? I don't even know anymore. Half the people probably around here are very all sorts of
You'll find humans
demon,
with the
angel,
scrappers, but aside from that,
robot.
you're not in Saphira anymore.
I mean, we are still technically in Saphira.
I don't count the sewers as Saphira. It's a whole new land.
I count sewers as Saphira. So, you're looking...
different species.
You call me a robot?
Well, I didn't call you a robot. I'm saying that there's all sorts of creatures here, and judging by your armor, I can't.
It's just a
tell
man in a suit.
because you're wearing.
I'm a human.
Yeah, that's a human.
I'm actually just a bit more than just a guy in a suit.
Like honestly, like the
Unwillingly, though.
spreading so thin that I can't really tell. Am I human?
Nah, I don't blame you.
know.
There's a lot of different
I never
species.
took off my suit
What?
for like an entire year.
Welcome to the
so
Nexus point.
I don't know. The Nexus point.
Yeah, this is where a bunch of
Well, anyway, I
realms
guess-
converge.
I don't try to think about it too hard, it makes your head hurt.
Things have been very dangerous, and I think there's several times I've almost gotten endangered. Is there like, what's the system
pistol.
here for licensing?
There's the one.
Look, if you sell bad shit, people don't buy it from you.
So I see why you need him. I see why you need them now.
What?
Oh,
Because without this guy, like everybody's probably gonna start shooting each other.
Oh, security, right.
Security.
I do.
I put my own security.
I work security here.
Well, of course you have your own security. But that giant like.
Now, speaking of which,
I don't.
Plasma rail cannon.
No, this is a electrified rifle.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Fancy
guess I just
Pandoran tech.
probably need like probably just like a simple handgun. It's probably all I
And
need.
I can do like a 1911 or something. We got plenty of 1911s. We got too many, honestly.
you should get him a Glock.
That's good. I just need to carry something.
Get a Glock. We could do a Glock. Yeah, Glock's probably
Anyone
easier.
try something.
Yeah, Glock's a 9mm.
Everything alright over here?
Everything's fine at the moment.
Whoever goes second would have the most advantage. Yeah, I didn't think that he had to explain pool to someone.
You desperate to play pool?
Desperate, but you know, it's something to do whilst, well, I'm not currently rushed off of my feet and up to my gills in, you know, people needing things.
You know what? Sure. I'll play you, old man. I say that like I'm not older than you.
How old are you?
I actually stopped counting. I think I'm... Oh god. I might be 50.
You got a lot on me, I am young.
Well.
Age before beauty then, right? Good hit.
Oh, that's not mine.
The other side from you.
That's mine.
Let's see if you knock the ball straight off the table.
Yeah, I feel like now a little bit cheating doing this. How the fuck did I manage that?
It's like a champion, apparently. In front. Come on.
Well, I guess I'm more. You're like a battle of skill, I'm more a battle of mechanical finesse of can I dangle the suit of armor well enough to make it work for goddamn. Neither of us have downed any balls.
I would probably. It would be a lot easier for me to play this underwater. I don't know, did the balls float? Yeah, probably not. You got one. There you go.
Excuse me.
You know, I'm not gonna get in your way.
Bugger. How'd it go in that? How'd it go? Stupid goddamn ceramic balls.
I don't think this ceramic.
There. Oh, you just lost.
It happened. I have a terrible thing with it. For some reason, I don't know why.
Shall we go again? Because neither of us did well at all in that.
You know what? I'll break this time, and then we'll see how this goes. Right.
Yeah. And oh, apparently that.
Watch out.
Did it go?
You're a good breaker. You're a master breaker.
Stuck in fog.
Yeah.
Why do I want to like shove this pool cue into like your exhaust port all of a sudden?
Oh. Well.
They'll snap off.
How scandalous.
How scandalous, Tom. How scandalous.
Yeah, sure.
Couple days in charge and all these scandals. I can't believe you.
Days, I've been stuck here for weeks.
Cock.
I mean, new man, you know what I mean.
Yes, no, look, I have to do what I have to do. It's fine. Yes, you know.
Also, took a look at your one of the I swapped out one of the lenses on the thing because it was a showing wear, by the way. So.
Oh, yes, back there. It's back there. Whoops.
Yeah, it's put down more adhesive, so it's just kind of drying. I locked the door, so not like many people are gonna be able to pick it up, but the new
that's
adhesive
good.
is applying.
I guess, you know.
Yeah. So give me.
Still got a gun. I've still got a gun. Anyways, my turn now.
Yeah, no, you're still on. Oh shit! It's helmet.
Is someone who's in power armor never truly unarmed?
Actual problem. If, I mean, yeah, no, you could probably, tear a person apart pretty easy.
I'm gonna break you in half now.
Welcome to Scav Town.
No,
Glad to be here.
don't think so.
You got business here, or you just came to relax?
No, I do got some business, and you pretty much already know about what.
Oh, I got one. I didn't realize. I thought I.
Yeah, no,
fuck. Intended.
Some with the scrappers.
I'm
Are you fighting the scrappers?
playing it off smart.
I sit up
Yeah,
there.
did you see the news report?
There you are. Now that's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I've been bouncing between a lot of the leaders and trying to actually
Just wanted
work
to
on
do my tail
unification
stepped
for
on.
the ball call.
Yeah, I stepped over it. I understand what I'm fucking wearing.
Understood. He's finishing his game, so let him go ahead and do that.
You know, business is important to saving lives. Is probably something you should prioritize over a game of pool.
Yeah, you're right.
True enough. Sorry.
It's
This
not
isn't
true.
exactly my territory, so trying to respect your guys' policies or culture.
We're two men playing a game.
You see, this is
Okay.
the entire point of why I play the game until, you know, I get up to the kills in order to work, where people are like, hey, we need you to do things.
Exactly.
Oh, for
True
one
enough.
time I tried to actually sync the fucking thing and it doesn't go.
All right.
Have you spoke to our
then
local
if you
scrap
don't
lord about
mind,
doing
if
stuff yet, or?
that's what I'm. Do you mean him? Yes.
Man
yes.
in armor. Have you spoke to him yet? Or?
Yes.
I know Ahmed, yes.
Then, excuse me, sir. If it's at all possible, I'd like to be able to talk to you. It has to do with the unification effort that's been put in place for the scrappers.
I was able to get some instant coffee
We
for you.
bringing
Like I
things
promised.
together.
How we were trying to lose. Both of us are trying to lose.
That's great. Thank you.
It's kind of impressive.
Look, we'll find. Look,
I was able to get the little, like a screw-on cap bottle. Yeah.
cool. I will still fuck this up.
Thank you.
It is a thank you for the tea that you gave me.
That way, you know, if you say you're going to fuck it up, it doesn't fuck up.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Smart.
A little thing of powdered sugar.
I win.
Okay. Do you want to so this is like a private thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Relatively, but I don't mind these kinds of things being public.
Do you want?
Being private's how a lot of this stuff kind of fell apart.
Do you want me to come along,
Be
lad?
against it,
All right.
please, if possible.
I've got this, it's fine. My office is a little thin, so I'll
Yeah.
take you somewhere else.
That was small for him.
Yeah.
The office a little small for us. Big lads, you might scrape this shit out there.
I can crouch.
Look, you're going to the residential area.
Alright, let's get to it. You really like pool, don't you?
You find good things, you don't throw them away. If you can use them, you use them.
And you just found 2 pool tables. Got it.
If we find mine
Actually,
bodies as well.
I'll sit on his side so he feels less intimidated.
I quite literally had to sit in front. I literally had to sit in front of Athena and a bunch of her people. I don't mean to sound mean, but I'm kind of getting used to it at this point.
Well, then let me put it like this. You have shown me great respect and you've been very helpful. Allow me to sit next to you to show you that I am on your side.
That I can accept.
You see, that's a pretty good vouch to start off with. So, hi. Pleasure to meet you. Tom, well, Thomas, but, you know, just call me Tom.
Alright, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Tom, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Vic, which, by the way, you don't have to call me Helmet no more. It's been a good holiday. I work for Guardian District, currently. I've been a part of the main effort trying to push into Industrial about dealing with the Ball cultists, who I hear have been infesting some of your guys' sewers as well.
We get some crazies down here, yes.
Cupcake's the one with information on that.
Yeah.
It looks like things are gonna get worse before they get better. And I've tried going to the council for help. But from what I've been informed, they spent 30 minutes talking about it, and then 2.5 talking about a chair. So,
So
kind of
politician things. Give
standard. Yeah.
Look,
So
they wouldn't know how
I've-
to, like, solve a problem if it literally slapped them in the face with an answer up there. What is it? Practicality.
It genuinely kind of worries me that I'm kind of starting to agree at this point from everyone who I've talked to. But problem is all the help that I think we're going to be getting is going to be used for corporate gain. Everything I've been seeing says that LF is probably going to end up either taking the seat or sweeping into play hero. And things aren't going to look too great. A lot of you guys aren't exactly under favorable light. People not willing to understand, not willing to listen. It's the same up top. It's the same with the synth gangs. I'm worried about what the outcome's going to be. And if we can't take care of our own district, our own city, I just think everything's going to implode. And I'm tired of waiting in line to try to maybe have a bunch of rich people hear what I have to say. I was born in D0. I've lived in Zephyr all my life, from the bottom all the way up to where I'm at. And I don't really think I'm much at the top either. I'm just working for the good guys now.
You know this is going to make them scared, right? When we all start working along instead of squabbling with each other? Prepare for that.
No, exactly. What I mean to say is if no one else is going to be giving us support, we have to. I've already talked to Athena, and the worst of them's even willing to send in help. Their scrappers are deciding to participate in as well. Guardian, we're offering as much support as we can. We've been holding outposts and trying to cover and support people, including opening up trade lines with some of the scrapper factions. Show you guys that you guys do have aid to help support you, help give you something to help continue forward. But we can't do it separated. We have to unify, even if it's just temporarily. I understand that not every faction likes each other. I've been reading countless hundreds of thousands of reports, trying to make sure I can understand what's been going on. And unfortunately, most of it's the same kind of architectural BS. People not fully filing it out, not filling everything out. So I've been trying to talk to you guys, which is why I'm here today. I want to offer an open hand, a request to start an alliance, to bridge our help form those bridges so that we can help fight back against the Ball cult, take back our city, maybe try building something together rather than separated, like we've been doing for years now.
The hard part then here is we're used to things. I mean, I haven't been here long. I grew up here. I spent 5 years traveling deeper source. You know, I left home. And one thing I have noticed is that no matter where I go down here, whether it be tribal Ute, whether it be scrappers that have made it down, whether it's mutants, we survive. You're not offering us anything that we don't already get. The surface throws things away. Upper City, why would we care? We've protected ourselves so far. What? We've had some of these crazies come down. Yes, I get your point. They are, well, crazy. But at the same time, why are they difficult to handle? They come down here, they get lost. They end up in mutant dens. They end up being chased by threshers. We pick them off. I don't see what's in it for us outside of basic trade that we would open anyway. This is an extra step.
Give me a second.
I can show you.
The mayor's being isolationist because the Ball cult doesn't think the Ball cult will affect them. Go there, tell them.
Aye, aye.
What I see ahead of us is 2 giant tsunamis. If we try to ignore it, if we try to run, it's going to overtake us. Right now, we're at a point where it looks like maybe, just maybe, other people could save the day. But I can't take that risk. I have a little girl. If this city falls, she does. I do. All of it does. And those things are coming. If it's not one,
Your isolation
it's
is
the
won't
other.
work. I'm the only thing currently keeping him from the front source friend. I
Yeah, I
won't hold
know.
forever.
And I don't come here not bringing anything. I've already spoken to dispatch. We have been Guardian. Because honest to God, I've been fighting since day one. Guardian hasn't been doing enough. Not for its people. They're supposed to be peacekeepers, but yet these things have been left on for so long, and people like you, everyone have been left to suffer. After today, whether you accept into helping us or not, we want to see about assisting you. Medical aid, some food. We're not going to uplift you out of the sewers and change your lives, but we want to support you. If you decide to help us, it would be an immense aid. People's lives, your own home, the scrappers as an image. In the best case, if those LF guys end up seeing all of you standing beside everyone else, they won't come down here. They couldn't. The image that would fall onto them be god-awful. And the ball cultists, the moment they start getting in here, they won't stop.
I can't last much longer on that line. They're going to push me out eventually.
All right. I see where you're going with all this. I get your point. I understand that this is not going to be something that we can just weather on our own. We've dealt with the floods, we've dealt with zombies,
Storms,
we've dealt with all
zombies.
the things being pushed down here.
That's
Survive for that.
the difference. One is just simply you guys getting caught in the flow, right? The other, well, where?
No, I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
I might be young, but I understand my part in all this. So I will tell you what. We'll keep it simple. Same, because I still have people that I need to talk to on the surface, because people will end up down here anyway.
Hamsy's got the message, by the way.
Appreciate that. What I will say is simple. We will help, but all we want are the people to come in return. We do not want the free handout. We would prefer to earn it. We would rather people come here of their choice and bring their skills, their wares, whatever they would like, and we, in return, give them that. We don't want to owe anyone anything.
Nor will
I'm-
currency of credits
Yes.
really be wanted. We don't use credits down here. We've got our own currency down here.
What do we?
You
what do
can't
we
really pay
need
'em.
credits for?
Well,
Sweat of your brow, the scrap that we find, usable things. We don't throw things that are worth anything away. We collect.
I would try to say that we don't want to put a debt on you, but I can respect it. And I will not go against it if that is your wishes. If you don't want anything for free, then we won't do that. But one of the big things
I
about
don't trust a corporate entity or the service in general. I haven't been there enough to understand the landscape of it all. And I don't want to just suddenly have a boot on my neck.
Of course. So instead, if I could, would you be okay with me showing you the plan?
Yes. I don't know how much we could provide, but we can make it.
A map of industrial is going to pop up. So the problem isn't so far as the top. The main issue that we've been having is the ball cultists have been finding ways, nooks, crannies, to constantly catch us off guard. If we had nothing more than the up top, with the mix together of the scrappers as well as the guardian units that we have, and hopefully with a small bit of support from Garden that we're being told about, we would be able to handle it. The problem is actually mostly coming from down below. We don't have updated maps of the sewers. To no surprise, everyone who was supposed to get these things didn't. People got lazy. Rich people stopped giving a shit. So long as their toilets worked, they didn't care where anything was or how it was going. And all the people who could have already mapped it out, well, they kept it for themselves for their own safety. You guys know these sewers. You know them well. We don't want your people up top getting butchered alive in a place you don't know. We want to tactically help support your people down here to help be able to push forward. Support the mutants, support your people with some strategized units as well as some slightly more updated tactical gear. Nothing crazy, nothing...
guerrilla tactics of pulling people down pipes and making sure that collars are removed. I get where you're going.
If I could, sorry, Tom. Just as someone who's been fighting down in here in the sewers, your modern gear, your modern weapons mean jack no shit down here. Guns, too loud, we're deafening ourselves. Wake up thrashers. We can't use guns too often down here. Modern equipment will weigh you
Not
down.
unless it's silenced.
Then you let
Unless
us
it's
know what
silenced.
it... Then you let us know what it is you need, because I'm not just talking about guns. Plenty of energy and thermal-based weapons as well. Smaller,
Thermal blades,
able to cut through good,
buzz weapons.
as well as shields, protection, things like that. You let us know what you need, and not only with that, we're also talking about men. We've still got people signing up, we've still got people working together. What we're hoping to do is be able to help supply you. Now, all this gear and stuff, been written off the books. When it gets damaged and it gets broken, it's all yours. And if it still keeps working, we didn't see it. We've been making sure to actually not mark these things and just constantly write incorrect inventory numbers so that we can start prepping things to start getting moved down here. Nothing crazy like I'd said
Ready for
before.
disposal. I get you.
Exactly. And then we're even putting them into trash and supply trucks, and realistically, we
Does
would leave them nearby.
Dispatch
and
know
leave them
this?
marked with locations. Dispatch knows enough.
He knows that you're giving us support but doesn't know how.
Whatever
know-
you do, the mutants will support you.
At this point, I'm very willing for me to lose my job at this point, and I just don't think I care. If the city's safe, the city's
Okay.
safe. On top of this, we're also going to be
Crazies
supplying
as
you
well.
with our...
What are their supplies? That's the main thing I want to know. If they are just the ones we have seen, mostly tattered clothing, robes, they're not exactly armored or heavily equipped.
Data
So
supply, everything
are
I have on them.
we expecting them to suddenly come down here and start hitting with more armor, starting to move in bigger pods? Like, what kind
Down
of
within the
movement?
sewers, main thing, we don't actually believe so. They have a bit of a problem. The ball cultists have to adapt over time. Right now, we're trying our best to not give them that time. The best they've got are their hybrids. Part goat, part man. We know they're not mutants, they're instead actually genetic hybrids. They're fast, they're
Right.
aggressive,
That's
but their
some fucked
equipment
up
is
beast, man.
weak, and their tactics are pretty downright stupid. The problem is over time they're starting to smarten up. We need to hit
They've got
the iron
numbers.
while it's hot. They do have numbers, but their tactics are
outnumber me
extremely
5 to 1.
predictable. Because they don't know the sewers and their attempts at learning it just consist of infesting a location and then flooding it with goatmen. For the most part, you guys should be able to tactically work around them. The problem is everyone's been playing defense. We're at the point where we need to play offense. Now, one of the things we're also going to be supplying are the updated maps of up top. Reason for this is so that way you guys know where to maneuver whenever you guys need resupplies, re-equipment. Imagine you wander through the sewers, have a hard fight, can get to a resupply point, we drop gear to you, resupply back up, keep moving forward. That way you guys move along with us, as well as direct communication with the other scrappers as well, building a fortified line up top and down below, so that way we can do tactical strikes and be able to still move back, retreat, and recover without anyone having to lose anything.
Do they breathe?
They do.
Kind of shut them there. Right. Simple. I want gas masks. I want gas grenades. Choke them
That
out.
can be
Don't
done.
worry about the mutants. We all survived the gas.
Yeah, we'll still find ways to adapt the masks for you, just in case.
Oh, we don't need them. Trust me.
Okay,
There
we're going to take
is
your
a-
people into account. Don't be a fucking idiot.
The ghouls, we already have equipment. I arm them. We got plenty, Tom.
Right,
You forget what I
making
do.
sure.
Don't worry, I'm not saying why people in naked. There's also new updates of the mutants I've just made in recent days, and just confirming I've acquired a lot more mutant folk than I have folk like Tom here. Ghouls, some things considered the most severe and cryptids, and hundreds, if not 200 goddamn fucking ghouls. I'd mean proper ghouls, not just mutated humans.
What I need you to do for me is I need you to update me on what kind of mutants you have. I need to let
I'm going
Guardian
through the
know so
catalog.
that some new guy with a pistol doesn't freak out whenever he sees something. I don't want any more. I sent that over to him, but if you could possibly get us an image or two, just something so that they know what it is they need to be looking for.
That would be way too much data for you to comb
Way too
through.
much? Alright,
Too
then.
many mutations. I could pull in, for example, I could pull in two of my regular mutants. There's so many differences in them. They're the same type of mutant.
Okay.
Different classes
Then
of
we'll
mutants.
then we'll make sure to keep open lines of communication. We'll do our best to make sure that everyone's talking to each other so we don't have any accidents.
The issue is a lot of the mutant folk speak spitter talk. It's the talk mutants talk, because a lot of them don't have vocal cords like I do. Some of them, their throats are wide open from their mutations, so all they can do is...
They won't attack my people, right?
No, they won't. They are intelligent.
Then my people
They just don't
then my
have the
people
vocal.
won't then my people won't attack
If I
yours.
tell them not to. Yeah, I just need
I guess-
images of you guys.
I got you.
Like
Way
I will map
ahead of
out certain places where more primal Ute camps are. You can push people that way, or I could go and talk to them and try to have them help. I don't like talking to primal Ute, but well, they have treasures, so that is always helpful.
If it's possible, I know it sounds a little bit whimsical, but times of war can sometime bridge together gaps that never could have been bridged before. If we all are able to come through on this, we might be able to form some lines of peace and communication with each other, even if it seemed impossible before. There's already been talks of things starting to work together. I've even already started some talks with some of the synth gangs. It's going to be work, but if we can, we have to save this city. We have to. Not for anyone else, not for the rich, not for the other districts, for us.
I need to update. There's a certain area in Waterfront no one should go to. There's no way of... There's a large mutant. The area I technically used to rule. There is a large mutant. Only name we got is the Enforcer. There's a mutant queen. Feral.
Yeah. Right.
A tribe of feral mutants. No way of convincing them, no way of talking to them. All they want is meat. And he's larger than me, Derrick. He's the size of a thrasher. Fucker will rip through lines, rip through the sewers. Giant purple mutant. Do not fuck with him. Don't even try.
Okay.
Look, if
He will
there's one
hold the
thing
sewers.
that we as sewer folk know, it is how to redirect the flow. So that is probably the best thing that we can do. Find the best ways to make it
I'm gonna
inaccessible
do my best to
people.
keep him in that area.
Way, you know, well, if by happenstance that somehow the only way for these crazies to end up getting through any particular areas is through his territory, well, that's
I'm gonna
Rather
lock. I'm gonna
unfortunate.
make chokeholds to make him go in there. But at the end of the day,
yes,
I've seen him rip apart a Stormgate. I've seen him take one down.
perfectly fine. Look, I understand that it's going to be from our end more hit and run. We are not a standing army. We are not equipped for that. And even if you do equip us, armor, shields, weapons, gas, utilities, anything like this, we can use it, sure, but that doesn't change the fact that we are used to defense, not offense. We have protected our home for all these years. This is not
The
a
main
place that
idea-
we wage war from.
The main idea is not to have you guys holding out outposts. The main point is if we can find designated locations that we could connect ground outposts with sewer outposts, we can handle that with Guardian. Once we have that, we can start fortifying ground.
If you are looking to hit whilst I'm as hot as you're saying, you are going to be finding facilities, yes?
That's the main hope. There's a lot of areas within industrial that unfortunately trying to get updated maps for has been an absolute nightmare. For some reason, it just feels like everyone just seemed to forget this district existed and just let it all go to hell at this point. Maybe because our councilman's been gone for 3 fucking years. Who the fuck knows at this point? But what we're hoping is there are key locations within both the sewers as well as the actual city to control things like communication, the water, the transportation, areas that have not been designated and not been found yet. If we can start pushing together and reclaiming that land, the main focus is to locate one of these so that we can retake it and start taking control back over of the district that's already been taken from us.
If you folks start fucking with the sewers, I need to warn you now, you might not go, but if you end up going into Waterfront, for the love of whatever fucking god you believe in, do not touch the fucking metros. There is some... we do not fuck with the metros. Do not fuck with metros. Don't fuck with the metros.
By accident. It is not a place you want to end up.
It is...
Sometimes the sewers are broken, you end up going into the tracks, you see tracks, you run. You find your way back to the water.
No matter your tech level, no matter your filter level, there's something in there. It will corrupt and fucking kill you.
Yeah.
That is like, and that's just the air alone. Never mind the beasties who have evolved to live in there. There are boogeymen. There are cryptids. If that means anything to you.
Okay, got it. We see any tracks? Back away. Safe distance.
Yeah.
Yes.
For Waterfront, though.
Came and hope you can find how you got there.
Yeah. And pray to whatever god there is, it's not hunting season.
Now, we are going to eventually be sending some people down into the sewers. Mostly not too deep, not to invade any of your homes. Mostly just underneath locations, because we do have at least 2 outposts that have a connecting sewer location to them. So if anything, it's just to hold down an outpost there. The main idea is if we start pushing this ground together, we'll handle holding things, you guys will handle the traversal part. And if we can supply people, we will. From there, once again, starting to have a fortified line.
To my room and bring all my friends with me.
That's fine. This meeting was never private anyway.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This wasn't a private meeting.
Yeah, no, it was just, away from everyone. Yeah, I will say this. As long as your people are able to communicate correctly, I'm sure we will set up some kind of way to make sure that your people have a code word or something you can present to show that that is who you are, so that if our people end up seeing them, we do not instantaneously chase them out.
Of course.
Yeah. Safety.
I like Flash and Thunder.
As well as...
That's the one I use.
And of course,
What is it?
anytime you decide to attack a facility...
One side says Flash, the other side says Thunder. There's a identification code.
Flash Thunder. Okay. I got it.
Yes.
Old
That works.
communication, identification, but it fucking works down here.
We'll use that.
Oh,
As
fucking...
well as, if you attack a facility, make sure that they tell us where it is, or at least topside. We're ahead of time. We will try to map out the areas for you down here. And that way, if any stragglers from there try to get down here, escape, and pass information off, we can prevent that.
Something you guys should know. I have a artificer working for me. His name is Nikolai. He makes these things called steel defenders. Large mechanical automatons. They have been my heavy units. They look like knight statues come to life. It's really hard to miss. Big cold steam guys.
Okay.
You can hear them a fucking
Gotcha.
mile away. So, they've been holding my points.
Understood. All right.
I've been fucking busy, man.
Look, we're a simple town down here. If we provide people, we are going to make sure that we don't have a lot. So you will understand that if it gets too much for our people, they will prioritize themselves first and will leave first. Because if we want to get away, you're not following us through half of the tunnels if we want to make out.
Of course. We have no want or urge to end up with the lives of any more of your people lost, but we do understand that we are asking for some level of sacrifice. But I hope you understand that we're giving just as much as we can as well to help make sure that this is dealt with.
Barter. This is trade. Receive, give.
Of course.
That's all we can do. And his
And
Ash. Look, I would like Ash's opinion as well if she can give it. Come on, Ash.
I mean, I'm here because of her, so...
Yes, no. Ash is my second.
You look just like your sister.
pleasure to meet you, man. You can call me Vic.
AJ.
Oh, wait, you already met my sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, we found out about each other about a couple weeks ago. It's a happy kind of chance kind of thing.
Anyway, what is it? Do you want my opinion?
I'm making a proposal. I've been a part of the unification effort for a lot of the scrappers. Essentially a unified front against the ball cultists, with the fear and concern that if they do overtake us, they're going to do nothing more than invade the sewers and start going after everyone past what they've already done so far. The idea is to make a unified front. You guys, with more guerrilla tactics based in the sewers, us, not only supplying and supporting you to the best of our abilities, but as well as handling open communication lines, as well as a forward front on top of the ground, so that way we have a unified front against them rather than separated.
We need to be seen, at least, somewhat. We might not want a lot of
Isolationism
people
won't
coming
work
here.
anymore.
No, it's both. We can maintain a level of isolationism, but
You
at
can,
least
yeah.
if we are known of, if people take the right ways to get to know us and to come here in good faith, we are fine with that. That was never a problem. Why else do we have,
Yeah.
like yourself?
Yeah.
If we were worried about that, we would have kept every mutant out. It's
Yeah.
about people understanding how the way of life is different. Like, we understand the surface does things their way. It's wider, you have things, but the tunnels speak.
I don't understand, but I believe you. I do. And I'd like to understand more, but with things going on right now, I barely even have enough time to see my own kid. Once this is dealt with, I'd love to. Genuinely. I'm sure a lot of more people would.
Sure. We'll start with when you give us the first location for some equipment. We'll see what you've given us, and we will work from there to communicate. I suppose Cupcake and AJ are probably the best to talk to. They go topside a lot more than I do. I will occasionally be there, but it's not exactly my most visited place. I like to try and see popular areas, I guess. You know, understand
Of course.
how it all works up there.
One of the big things we're also going to be doing is each of the leader factions of each of their own scrappers will be in communications with each other. Meaning you guys will be able to talk to each other. You won't have to, you'll have your own private line. There won't be anything Guardian will be doing listening in. We'll have a separate one for you guys to contact us. That way you guys still have your privacy. The point of this is not so much just to have it all be temporary. If we could, when this is over, we'd like this to be the start of some kind of unification. At least help bringing back some form of unity back to each other. I don't want to word it like that because it comes with connotations, but
Funny.
it's
Yes, no,
it's
I
a
see
funny
the
one.
irony there.
Yeah, the idea is at least just to bridge that communication, and an easy one for Guardian as well, so that way you'll be able to communicate with us. We can talk to you, you can talk to us. Cupcake, you let me know exactly what your people need. The gas grenades, the gas masks, what kind of equipment you think would be
Just the
best.
grenades.
Then I'll go ahead and reach out to dispatch, and if anyone tries to argue with me, we'll handle the rest.
Anything that is lightweight
very
and
odd.
durable. That's
Odd
probably
request,
a
but
standard.
if at all can be done, decent shields and perhaps spears. That is what I've been using on my lines.
I want you to know right now that is the easiest ask you could give me. We have plenty of riot equipment, and we know how to get it working.
A lot of my equipment is outdated CPD, fucking Saphir and Police stuff. So I'll take anything.
Of course.
Above of armor. A lot of my lads have abhuman
Derrick, you have
bodies.
something?
I think this.
I have something, but not for now. Mainly to do with you.
Great.
All right. We'll speak in a minute.
Oh, look at that.
Trying to
Already
think.
birthing possibilities. You don't have to give me a direct answer.
I can equip some of our mutant residents with some of our travelers, so you guys don't, like, get trigger happy.
So,
Of course, one of the biggest...
oh, you first. Go. I want to speak to you.
When it comes to sending people down here, we don't plan on sending newbies or any of the newer recruits. Anyone coming down here is going to be people who are trained, who know to keep their finger off the trigger whenever they see you guys coming. We're also doing our best to try to analyze and read as much info as we can off of ball cultists. Luckily, they do tend to be pretty consistent with their outfits and attire. They don't seem to be doing a whole lot about changing up in terms of looks. So we're getting a good idea of knowing things to look for. And if things don't match, we're going to do our best to trust it's your people, as well as looking for your logo or insignia.
Smart thing for your people is probably making sure that they have night vision. Tunnels get dark, and suddenly, if it gets hectic, your people are going to, well, a flash of gunfire in a tunnel in the dark is not the easiest thing to differentiate between.
You.
One thing I
course.
will say is, sorry if you don't mind quickly. Me and my mutants don't have the best opinions about the Stormbringers due to past history, so probably best you keep us separated, because my men might take this opportunity to get some revenge.
I can deal with
Stormbringers-
I
Stormbringers.
can't promise.
I'm an ex-Stormbringer,
Yes.
so I can be able to handle that.
Yeah, my lads.
Most of the
storm.
Stormbringers who are being sent in, Athena has opted to not participate in the conflict, and I think that might be for the best. But she is supplying a good deal of her people. What I asked her to do is she's going to be sending them to you, and you'll be handling dispatching left and right. Biggest thing is communication. What you think you need and what you think you need is for the both of you to talk to each other about in terms of people and manpower. If you need anything from us, we have open lines to communicate with us as well. We're not here to tell you how to fight and how to work. We're here to give information so that you can assist and help in the process. We know you guys know your sewers. We are not going to tell you what to do. We're going to tell you locations we're going to be going to, locations we want to hold. You let us know if it's possible, if it's doable. You say no, it does not happen. They've given me a good amount of control in terms of a lot of the ground units, and I have a lot of people who have a lot of trust and want to get this shit over with. So you won't be dealing with frustration or arguments, and if you are, you let me know, and I make them stop arguing.
Seems fair.
Okay. Do I have your support?
Sure.
All right.
I suppose the shit always flows down, right?
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, pipes get clogged.
Yeah, the pipes get clogged.
I've got my work cut out for again.
You do indeed. You've got me and my technicians if you need anything, friend.
Crossbows.
I agree with you. You got
Should make
Crossbows,
crossbows.
we've got plenty.
Just check.
I've been making fucking ballistas, mate.
Well, we still use guns. Just, again, make sure they're suppressed.
Oh no, it's for my larger lads.
Even I can get hold of a reasonable gun.
Here. This is an updated map of the top side of Industrial. At least the most that we have mapped out, as well as our outpost up there. It's not linked to anything. If you want to have people check it, you can. Update won't change, but we'll try to send information as we can. The idea is this is a form of trust to show you where we are. We're not trying to hide from you. We're not trying to hide anything from you. We want to know where we are, know where you are, so we can both
Know
work
where we
together.
are, so
Here,
people are a bit
I
different.
can take care of that.
Hand it to him. Hand him to.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
I've got outposts,
Oh, yes.
which I'll update Guardian assets with
Really
once I
difficult
fully
to check
reclaimed
out.
some of them. Because I've abandoned a few,
Alright.
so I'm going through the
Cobble
effort of
stuff together. I'm not
Wow.
doing stuff.
techno
So
kind.
I'll update Guardian when I can.
Engineering, sure. You know, I make it
Understood.
work. Maybe like
No, look at
little
this.
light
Do
gun.
I get myself
That's
as a
yes,
scrapper?
no.
Because a lot of my folks do scrap. I guess more scrappers, huh?
Alright, I'm going
I mean, if
to...
you've got spare guys, I certainly have lots of guns to shove in their hands.
Yeah, no, you get to it.
A lot of my folks
And
prefer
if
melee,
you can
but
give
I'll
me an
see
update
about
on
who's
if
willing.
you are able to make any progress with the UTE, and if they require anything, we'll do
We
whatever
have
we can to
we
help
have
support
melee
to help
weapons.
keep things
That's going
forward.
to be a hard part. Tribal primal UTE are difficult to even talk to, let alone negotiate
Yeah.
with. It's mysticism. It's the way that they perceive it.
You have
all.
to speak with the
It's
shaman,
hard.
and if the shaman doesn't like the way
Yeah,
the
if the
wind tastes, yeah.
Yeah, if the flow has changed ever so slightly, they foresee things like in the sludge. I mean, I've sat with several through my years traveling, and it's understandable. You see where they come from, but it's also, if one thing goes wrong, next thing you know, there is a lot of spears.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
put it in nice
everything
ways.
up. Yeah.
If it's possible, fantastic. If it's not, we understand. If there's anything that we can do, let me know.
Oh, I mean, I would like nothing more than to have an entire, like, whatever of your crazies in one tunnel and just have an entire thresher go down it. Free pipe cleaning.
Understandable.
But again, that is up to the tribes. I don't know. I doubt we could unify them. So maybe a tribe hero there might be able to help. But we've never
I'll see about
maintained
speaking
a
with the
close
mutant
relation.
lords and Waterfront as well, seeing if I can get them to unstick their asses from the little civil war at the moment.
I can try walking around industrial and basically spouting exactly what you've said here to any sort of like scrapper I come across. No promises.
If you
Might
could,
get a more.
if you could, the most I can do in terms of trying to garner their support so far has been just trying to cover and help them anytime we see them fighting.
I'm a new guy. I'm a new kid on the block, even though I'm
I
fucking
could try
50.
the
They might not
fucking
listen to me.
new muty tribes.
But then again, they might see this, they might see this.
The ones that
And they might
don't
listen.
know anything about what's going on, they're still figuring things out.
If there's anything I can
that'd
do,
be
let me
great.
know.
I got you.
I need men.
Also,
I don't need
there's
weapons.
A theory with the hive.
I gotcha.
I might try to find the hive.
Hopefully with Athena coming on by, she should be dropping off a good number of her Stormbringers. I'll make sure to message her again to make sure that she's fully following through with it. Outside of that, in terms of the outposts, scrappers are completely allowed on through. No one will stop you, no one will hurt you, and if anything, we'll restock you and make sure your people are taken care of. You go out, you need any people units, you let them know what you need, they'll reach out to either me or one of the other leaders, we'll give the okay.
Well, you did it, kid.
Not yet. City's not safe yet.
So you
Once
ain't
it's
safe yet,
Then I did it.
but you might be getting your forced to do it. What happens from this point
I
onwards
fucking hope so.
will be written in the history books.
Well, next I gotta check and see how we're gonna try to get the synth gangs to work together. That's gonna be a time.
Yeah, I won't be able to help you with that one. They ain't my guts.
Yeah, no, gels and synthetics are not exactly the good.
Alright.
Could you move over a little bit, because that's where I was gonna stand.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, no, we're all just gonna stand in the same place and just overlook this entire town.
Stand. Dropping.
Oh, what else you got to do? Like,
Hi, Dad.
Oh, this is the one that you were saying.
man, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, the he seems to be done now.
Yep.
Oh, good.
I'm even worried I was needing to talk to you.
Yeah, you go, big guy. Put a new lens in. The old one's showing where, so.
Would you like to sit down for this conversation, or would you prefer to be standing?
I could tell a man who's struggling to stand. I mean, technically, I don't care if I'm standing or sitting because I'm in goddamn power armor.
Still. See a helmet in there. We all able to have a good talk.
Yeah, well, I've been on his side for a bit now, so. I'm getting Stormbringers to boss around.
Oh, lovely. I'd recommend keeping them separate from your standard folks, but they're decent people.
I'm not.
I'm just trying to talk to you.
Yeah?
I double checked, and it seems that we have Sunset Sarsaparilla.
I'm good for now. I'm gonna be leaving once I'm done talking with this fella.
Long story short is, Guardian District is going to become very active in January, and I will do my best to make sure to keep your people out of the firing line. So, you don't need to tell me where your people are. I will just try to tell you where we'll be hitting. Because there's a second stage to the new strategy that we're developing, and it's going to be a little bit more, explosive, shall we say.
What are you guys doing and why? Just tell me that. And tell me that you're gonna inform me to keep me out of the way. There's the 3 things I need.
Oh, well, you will be kept out of the way. We've decided as a life-saving measure, in order to prevent equipment from getting recaptured that can't be easily hauled away, it will simply be destroyed. And another reason why we're doing that is because there's a non-zero chance that LF is probably going to take the seat. The council seat. So we're trying to give them as little resources as possible. We don't trust them, but we have to abide by them, because the only alternative is Ethereal. And it's been Ethereal's leadership that's led to the current predicament.
Oh, I have someone who can punch. Wonderful.
Well, either way, you said you wanted your brief, and you've got it. If you've got people to take care of, be safe.
Yeah. Well, whoever the fuck you are. Guardian man.
Charles.
Derrick.
That's where we met before.
Maybe. I don't quite remember that.
It's probably been a few months.
Well, Charles. I'll make these things clear. I heard that you guys are... well, if you're destroying that equipment, maybe you can burn it at Bay 09. Wait, why am I doing things like that? And all the equipment is destroyed.
I'm talking moving it to Bay 09. I'm not talking, say, the workbench over there. I'm talking pieces of equipment probably as big as the stand behind me, if not bigger. Things that can't just be hauled off.
Got it. Detonating all pieces of industry, not actual weaponry. Understand now?
Right.
Well, when you detonate it...
Fuck if you scavenge what we blow up.
But
About to say,
we don't know who's going to be going in.
can you give us a good graces?
Ground.
Can you give us a good grace at least marking where you detonate the stuff? So we can,
Of course.
we scrappers
That's part of
can
the warning.
ensure that, wonderful, you've got to warn us of these explosions. Whatever happens afterwards is completely unpredictable. There's no way.
Whatever happens after, I don't care what happens after. It's
Exactly.
more the fact that we can't hold the ground. So,
And
if
in
these
the eyes of everyone else,
are gone, great.
the eyes of everyone with a suit and a tie, it was completely unforeseen that they would, in fact, the scrappers might have, in fact, salvaged this equipment. As we detonated it? No, they just found it. I mean, if we catch it before you blow the shit up, we just get a go at it before you even blow it up.
We're going to be hitting heavier areas than just, 20 ball cultists who are bored out of their minds. Bayo 9 got hit by an armored platoon that bypassed your area.
They went around the other side. Not much I could have done.
Correct. Well, I wouldn't expect you to face down an armored fucking platoon.
We've got 3 mechs of our own, but, don't want to risk that shit,
Precisely.
And also our ace up the sleeve is currently in room for repairs.
So yes, if y'all scavenge shit after we blow it up, I don't care. If you try to peck at it beforehand, I don't care. Y'all do what you will. Just keep in mind that we're going to be hitting heavier things.
So expect pissed off ball cultists, is that what you're getting at?
Pretty much. Because again, we can't hold the ground.
Can't hold the ground, you're ruining all their equipment and they're gonna come to us for ours. Got it, I catch the gist now, I catch the path.
Or they might try to compete to salvage what is left. Or to check it out to confirm.
They're going to try and out-scrap scrappers? I'd like to see them try.
I would like to as well.
How you doing, mate?
But you will beat them.
Fine,
I am
I'm on my way out.
Bye.
And now we go meet our ranks.
As a happier fella. So I'm gonna pop in there in this avatar. Whoa, am I like facing a wall or something? Am I distracting something wrong?